Hello YouTube, welcome to Shelly's World. Sorry I haven't vlogged in a while. I have been uploading my church services. Things have just gotten out of hand, and I just was not devoting my time to the Lord as He wanted me to, and I was just lost with so many things going on, and with the money situation and everything, but everything is improving. I still have my reborn dolls, although I have not messed with them in a long time. I still have my bird. I still have all the dogs. I am involved with my new church. I am going, sorry, I am involved in, just God's blessing us, and hope, everyone can get a blessing out of this. And I have found two verses that I like, and one is Genesis 4:7, and it reads, sorry I don't have it memorized yet, but is, if you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at the door. It desires you, but you must rule over it. Rule over it. And then my next verse, I've got it memorized, is Philippians 4:13, that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And with my autism, it is tough, but I am so glad and so thankful that the only thing that my disability does not let me do is drive. And I know there are other people with autism that are in a lot worse position than I am. You know, people say, well, how do you control it? Well, my control comes through knowing that I have a Savior that is controlling, that I give my faith and I let Him control my life. And I try to not let my autism rule over me. Instead, I rule over it. It makes me stronger, and sometimes I want to be weak, but I let God control me. I give it to God, and I know that I cannot be weak. I have to be strong. I have to beat this disability. When I was born, the doctor said I wouldn't make it. They told my parents to go home and forget that I was born. And I thank God that my mother was a strong enough woman that she didn't do that. And I'm thankful I have family and friends that support me. And I thank the Crandall ISD for getting me some occupational therapy and getting me some therapy for my fine motor skills. And I think my parents were really pushing me to be normal, even though I know that I am not normal. I know I do have something wrong. And yes, I may look normal, and most of the time I act normal, but when you have autism, there's not, I mean, one day I can be normal like I am now talking to y'all, and the next day I might be a little childish. I might, like last night, we went to a magician's meeting that my husband's a member of a magician's club, and there was a guy in face paint. He had his face painted and it looked scary. So therefore that put a lot of anxiety on me, even though I am an adult. When things aren't normal, that's when it hits. And the only thing I could do was try and relax and rock. Rock was rock. Rock is what relaxes me. And it brings me closer to God, because I know that He is in control, and that with Him I can do all things. I can do anything I want to do through Him. But there's just certain things that He says, nope, not going to happen. So, yes, and it does get me down. But with God's strength, I am strong. And we have to put our faith in God. And if you have autism, I encourage you to find someone who can lead you to Christ if you're not a Christian, because He will give you the hope that you need and the encouragement. My church, they are so encouraging, and you know, I want to serve in the church. So I just found a job that no one else was doing. My church has a huge arena, and I just started cleaning the stands at first. You know, going in before an event and sweeping the stands off. And then it got to where I saw where the walkways from the concession stand to the stands were just filthy with dirt and sand from the arena. So I started sweeping it. And that's how I serve my Lord. I can't tithe because I don't have a job. I can't give to the church like I want to. But I can. You've got to do what you can do. And don't let the devil say you can't do anything. If you don't have a job, there's always something you can do. You can pray. You can, I know a friend of mine that's making homeless mats out of grocery sacks for the homeless. there are ways you can serve. And to make me feel better about myself, that's what I do. Is I serve in the church as a way to feel like I am doing something. And I guarantee you, the first few weeks I started cleaning, it was a booger. It took me about 3 weeks to get it clean. And now that I've cleaned it, and I clean it after every event we have, it takes maybe an hour. But I do it for the glory of the Lord. And that's all I have to say. And check in to Shelly's World again. Thank you for tuning in, and click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up for a like. Thank you.